I believe we all know who Michael Jackson is. You know, Michael Jackson, MJ, the king of pop, the face of music, dance, and pop culture. Now, years even after his death, an important question still lingers. Did he bleach his skin? Or was it something deeper? Was it something medical? So let's talk about vitiligo and uncover the truth that you need to know.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extra.
Welcome back, warriors. It's your favorite white coat warrior, Dr. K. You're welcome to the channel. And if you're new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and become a warrior today. It's fun on this side. So on today's topic, we're going to be diving into a very special topic that has sparked debates rumors, and headlines for decades, and that's Michael Jackson's skin transformation. So did he really bleach his skin, or did he just suffer from an autoimmune condition known as vitiligo? So I'm going to be giving you the facts from a medical doctor's perspective so that you can truly understand this fascinating yet very misunderstood condition. So let's get into it. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start from what we all saw. In the 1980s, Michael's skin was noticeably lighter, and this started sparking rumors about bleaching and self-hate. Immediately after that, the tabloids and the media, they ate it all up and they did their big one. They started pushing headlines that he wanted to erase his identity, that he was bleaching his skin, and they pushed more on this topic of self-hate. But was that really the truth? Was that really what was happening behind the scenes? Or was he suffering from a condition known as vitiligo? So vitiligo is a chronic autoimmune condition whereby the body simply attacks its melanocytes. Those are the pigment-producing cells of the skin. So this now tends to patches of skin losing their color. And it's important to note that it's not necessarily a life-threatening condition, but it can be very impactful psychologically. Vitiligo tends to spread unpredictably and can vary in severity from person to person. Now, loss of skin color can actually lead to stigma, especially in people with darker skin tones. So now imagine being in Michael Jackson's shoes, the most photographed and scrutinized person on earth at the time. Imagine having to deal with that condition whilst being in the situation of being a pop star. So here's where it gets interesting, right? Why did he use these skin lightening creams? So his condition was actually confirmed by his dermatologist, Dr. Arnold Klein, and also during his autopsy. So obviously, having this condition, there are going to be patches of lighter and darker skin tone. So he actually did not use these skin lightening creams just to bleach himself, but to create a form of uniformity in his skin tone. Now, these skin lightening creams actually contain a compound known as hydroquinone, which is medically prescribed to patients who have extensive vitiligo in order to manage the psychological and visual impacts of having this condition. So, knowing this and considering that Michael Jackson was a very huge figure, public figure at the time, and even till today, he didn't really do this, he didn't really take on this, start using skin lightening creams just to bleach himself, to erase his identity, or out of vanity. I assume rather it's actually as a result to preserve his image and to avoid constant ridicule, considering that he is the constant center of attention, constantly being photographed, constantly being the center of attention. So imagine, as I said earlier, being in this particular situation whilst having this condition behind the scenes. Let me also add that in combination with these skin lightening creams, he also wore light makeup to further create a sense of uniformity in his skin tone. Even today, Michael Jackson's condition and his transformation remains a topic of debate and discussion because whether or not his transformation was self-inflicted or if it was as a result of vitiligo. Reason being, most times misinformation actually spreads faster than facts. So I'm simply here to just spread some more light on this condition known as vitiligo. It's important to note that vitiligo is still a widely misunderstood condition, and often people tend to misunderstand how debilitating this condition can be, not physically, but psychologically. Later on, his transformation became a topic of race, identity, and fame, and sadly, the truth actually got buried under sensational headlines. The silver lining of Michael Jackson's condition is that his journey has shed light on vitiligo, so celebrities like Winnie Harlow and millions of people that are affected worldwide have started to promote awareness on this condition known as vitiligo and self-love. In the 80s and in the 90s, they were not really ready to have this kind of dialogue, and Michael Jackson faced a lot of judgment instead of empathy. But today, it's glad that we are having more campaigns to actually promote awareness on vitiligo, and a lot more empathy is being shared on this topic and this condition. So let's wrap this video up, and I just want to say that, did Michael Jackson bleach his skin? No, not really, but rather he actually suffered from a chronic autoimmune condition known as vitiligo that resulted in him having this condition, and he simply did what anyone else would do in order to be resilient in the face of unimaginable scrutiny, right? So his story is not really more about self-hate that he fast supported, but it's more about him being resilient in the face of so many judgments from the entire world. So thank you so much, warriors. If you found this video quite eye-opening and informative, leave a like, share to someone who this may help. Let's spread this video and spread more awareness on vitiligo. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. Tell me what you think about his journey, about his condition, and about vitiligo in general, right? And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, become a warrior today. It's fun on this side. So that's all I have to say from my side. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Bye, warriors. Stay curious.